Hello, 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 Leos. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry that this is late. This is actually on the 23rd, so the energies are going to be right on the mark. So let's see what's going on. So this is a reading because I don't usually do readings on Mondays. I've been so far behind. Got a lot of things going on right at the moment, but I want to make sure that I get you in. Did not forget about you guys. Did not. In fact, I was stressed yesterday. I didn't get you guys in. So, definitely. This is for the 23rd through the 30th. Now, I'm doing it through the 30th because there's only like one day, and we have a full moon and a lunar eclipse. So I want to give you guys the energies for your signs for this as well. So this is a big day. I will say with the full moon and the lunar eclipse, you've got two massive energies there sort of pulling and pushing at each other. You probably are going to get a little bit of a fog brain or not clarity that day, like you just can't think straight, and maybe decision making might be a good idea to sort of put off for that day or a couple of days before and after. Wow. I was just going to pull two cards today. I was doing things differently. I'm doing things a little bit differently right now. But we've got three. So we're going to go from there. So what I was planning on doing is the current energy for the week for the 23rd through the 30th, and then what's going to be following. But apparently the divine has something better in store. So this is probably going to resonate. Oh, wow. Okay. I see why they're doing this. Okay. So for the first card out, we do have the coming apart in reverse. Now, I made sure that all these cards were upright when I began to shuffle them. So this one is coming in reverse. So what that means is it's the opposite. If things are falling apart, they're coming together. But it also has the number 10, which something's ending and something's beginning. That's what this full moon and eclipse is about. Very big uncertainty of what is coming and what is going. So just know that, remember when we had this before, it was coming apart. And we say, well, if something seems to be like it's coming apart, it's actually probably coming together. Well, it's time for it to come together. So what it's doing, though, it's going through a process. And that's why I said I figured out why they had me do these three cards rather than just the two, because they all go together. So that's our first main energy, that everything is coming together. So keep that in the back of your mind, because the next card out again is another number 10 or 1. Things again are changing. They're finishing up, they're purging, they're resetting. You're pretty much at the bottom, you're going up now. This is a time for the actual transition to begin to happen. And it is going to be sort of intense, especially the 30th. Now, remember with the full moon, 2-3 days before the full moon, 2-3 days after the full moon or the eclipse, the energies begin. So these last two moons, I couldn't figure out why I was blubbering all the time. I was like, why am I so sensitive? What is going on? And I'm like, crying. But the energies are that strong, and plus my abilities are growing, so it doesn't help. I got to get that under control. So anyway, so 9 is intense. So the 30th and the few days before, a few days after are very intense. It's going to feel like a challenge, a storm, instability. You're going to feel like it's just almost maybe like you're going nuts. You're not. It's the moon and the eclipse happening, because what happens is the earth moves between the sun and the moon. So you've got that full eclipse. And can you imagine the tides? I would say watch the tides. I'm going to say that those tides are probably going to be higher than no tomorrow. Being a scuba diver from before, I always watch the tides because they're very interesting. So whatever you're going through, if you're going through a challenge, a struggle, you're at that bottom. You're ready to start going up, which makes sense because we're at the backside of the full moon. Because then once that full moon happens, we go and we are going to be going towards the new moon, which means it's the time to, it's sort of like the law of attraction. If you take from the new moon to the full moon, it's like, you're pushing away everything. And from the full moon to the new moon, you're pulling in, you're attracting, you're bringing all this in. So be really mindful what is at the bottom and what you want to grow into December, because this is what you're going to create. This is what you're going to want. So if you're going to be going into December all grouchy and pissy and moany and life is nothing but crap and all that, that's what you're going to start to reap in December. Because for the next 2 months, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a prediction, but I do feel the energies. These next 2 months are going to be super interesting towards the end of November, all of December, because about the 20th of December, things really change and spice up. So be really mindful this week of what you plant. What seed are you going to push into and attract? Now, it was different. I did a daily read today because I'm running, like I said, I'm running behind. So just whatever you're going to attract in December, remember, it is not going to feel comfortable. It is not going to feel, because this is about process. This is about change. This is about purging junk in our life. And then it's also projecting the law of attraction, what we want, especially into the new year. All right. Oh, I don't want to save these. I love my cards, but I want to save them. They're brand new. So anyway, that's really a big energy. Now, also too, on that energy, great. I'm waiting. I get a new washer and dryer. I'm so excited, and they're supposed to deliver tomorrow, so I think that's who's calling. Anyway, so yeah, I really deserve. I have had a washer and dryer for a year. Too many cards, please. Can I have just a few? Appreciate it. So this 30th, I'm going to tell you, the energies are going to be erratic. So again, I would not make a lot of big decisions at that point in time. Try to keep a clear mind, clear head, because you're just, and also too, if you have to make a big decision during that time, make sure there's a backup plan, because maybe later you're like, oh crap, I wish I wouldn't have done that. So like a 3-day, give me a 3-day, can I have a 3-day extension if I don't want this or don't like it? Can I return it? That kind of a thing. Because, yeah, boy, they're going all over for you guys, Leo. Okay, let's try to figure this out here. Well, this is definitely... So somebody's work has been really, really good to them. So we started out with the 9 of Pentacles, which means that it's been really good to you. Your job has been really good to you, or your career has been really good to you. Change is coming. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be good to you, but it's change is coming, whatever it is within the workplace. Thank you. So they're saying, please be flexible, whatever that means to whoever. Please be flexible. There's going to be, we've got the 8 of Wands. So something's going to sort of happen fast. Remember, I said it's very unstable. The end of the month, the beginning of December is unstable. So something is going to happen and move really quickly. Something may be in communication, or maybe something, now this may be related to your job, but it also may be related to something that is processing and happening in your life. Because remember, we have to go back to the main energies, which is coming together, and you're just at the bottom moving up. So something is going to be coming and moving in quickly. So sort of keep that in the back of your mind of what is going on in your life right now. And if you wanted that to change, imagine how you want that to change. And then, again, that law of attraction, manifest it. Because whatever's coming in is going to come happen. Now, if it's a love relationship or whatever, I don't know that yet. I do know that something is ending and something is beginning. It's going to end really quick. So whatever it is, thank you. So for some Leo, it's going to be a time where you have to end something eternally, or not eternally, mentally and emotionally, that it needs to finish quick because there's something new coming. And I don't know what that is, but it is coming. There's something new coming up. And this is of the mind and the heart and the desire. So what is it that you're wanting in your mind or your heart or you're desiring? But something, thank you, something is holding you back because you haven't released. Again, before the full moon, we got to release all the junk and then we can actually move forward. So for that, something is going to end. Now, this is going to also be something for a Leo that is going to be more of a, I don't know how to put it so that you can understand, but it's almost like you're dying to earth and growing to spirit. So it's like you're getting rid of all the materialism, but you're really starting to reach for hope and faith, and you're reaching for the creator, the divine, the universe, or whoever that you're believing in. It's like that, and I'm getting goosebumps. So that is huge for somebody out there. I don't know who that's for, is that you are actually sort of tired of the earth ways of all this materialism, the nastiness, all over greed, all over stuff kind of thing. And you're really wanting to go to that next level, that higher vibration. That's where I want to go with that. Thank you, whoever gave me that. Appreciate that. So there is going to be more opportunities and openings for that future. Now, the other thing too, because Leos, remember, you're going into change. Change is rough for a lot of people. People don't want to change. People don't want it because it's comfortable where you are. Even if you're in a toxic relationship or toxic environment, whether it be home or whatever, we get comfortable in that skin and we don't want to shed it. Now, I've been using a lot in a lot of the signs this week about the terminology of like shedding a snake skin. That is where we're at in this process before this full moon and after. We're still not out of that process of shedding our old snake skin. And as the snake slithers out of it, we still got a hold of it. So this is where the strength is going to come in. And it is intense, because you don't want to change it. You don't want to lose it, or you don't want to let go of it. But this is like carrying old baggage from one relationship to another. And that's either at work. Oh, well, my last boss was this way. Oh, well, my last relationship was this way. And then it's going to take every bit of strength that you've got internally to focus on self and start changing a process for your mind to match your spirit, because spirit doesn't look at the past, because there's only now, right? So spirit doesn't look at the past. Spirit looks at now. And spirit doesn't look at the last boyfriend, the last husband, the last girlfriend, the last wife. He doesn't do that. He looks now, and that this fresh person that's coming in, because everybody's journey is different. Everybody. So who's ever holding on to that garbage or that baggage from the past, it's time to purge. Purge. Yeah. So King of Swords. Again, swords. Here we go with the swords. Lots of swords are going to pop up, because this is not only, thank you. So this is not only going to shed light on helping you make a decision, but here's the thing. They want me to make sure that you understand that the end of the month, where all this uncertainty is, because we're moving into Gemini, and Gemini is about media and social and making choices and everything like that, because the full moon moves into Gemini, and that's what Gemini is about. But, how are you reacting? How are you acting? What are your choices that you're making on social media or to the news or to the protests or things like that? This is the time for you to look at the facts and the truth, but not listen to everything. So Gemini is all about choices. So you have the choice in this full moon to pull the reins back on the horse, stop and not maybe speak so quickly, because again, communication is going to come fast. There is somebody and there is something that's going to come fast. A lot of that has to do with social media. Again, Gemini is social media. Gemini is media. Gemini is communication. Gemini is, making the choice of how I do that, how I communicate, how I react. So the King of Swords, when you end whatever is ending, this is going to be your opportunity in how you respond and react to that. Now, unfortunately, you know, we grow in our pain, in our hurt, in our things like that. But like I tell people, even, you know, I'm single and I'm dating, and I'll tell a guy, I need to know the truth. And they're like, yeah, well, everybody says they want to know the truth. No, I want to know the truth, whether it's bad, good, ugly, whatever, you know, it's like, you know, whatever. And so, no, I'm not sharing that story. I'm not sharing that story. So, but okay. So now, apparently right now, feet are a real big thing. I don't care about feet. I really don't. But some guys keep asking me about my feet. And I'm like, why do you want to know about my feet? So I asked a best friend who's a male, and I painted my toenails, and I said, are my feet, you know, basically 1 to 10? What are my feet? And he's like, gives me one of those looks, those emojis, like, and then he's like, do you want the truth? And I'm like, good or bad, ugly or not, toes or toes, what is it? And he goes, you need to have a professional pedicure. Okay, point about that is he gave me the truth. Whether it was good or bad or whatever, he gave me the truth. And the thing is, what am I going to do with that information? Same with Leos. What are you going to do with that information? Are you going to be snarky and answer, well, you could have said it nicer, or you could have. I asked for the truth. They gave me the truth in the way that they knew it. That's their perspective of how telling truth. So, would you rather know the truth, or would you rather be lied to? And this, whatever is ending, this is going to take strength. So, do you want to know the truth, or do you just want to live a fake it until you make it, and then be lied to for years and years and find out the truth later? Yeah. So this is a time where you really need to focus, especially through this full moon eclipse and all the way through December. I'll go into the energies of December after the full moon read. I do have a live full moon interactive read on the 27th at 3 o'clock. So, you know, you want to go on to that because these are going to be really powerful energies, not only for the USA, but for the world and also for you yourself as a Leo. So really important because things are going to change. And you know what? I don't predict things. I just feel things. And so far they've been pretty right on. All right, so let's get back to this. So really, really look and seek for the truth in whatever is going to be happening. Your rock bottom is going up now. You're on the way up. Yes, but there is change, and you've got to make sure that you stay strong. Okay, thank you. So you're also going to be distracted. Somebody's going to not want you to get to that next level. Keep your mindset on the high vibrations, whatever brings you joy, whatever brings you calmness, whatever brings you peace, whatever brings you love, whatever brings you support, whatever, that kind of thing. You need to focus in on that because this is going to be a challenging week. And now, some of you may go to other people's homes for the holiday. If you're in the United States, you may be going to somebody's house, and maybe that's going to bring up something that's going to cause this storm to really escalate. But that's your choice. Again, we're moving into Gemini. Your choice on how you respond to it. Be the peacemaker, or just zip. Okay, so we have the 9 of Swords. Again, somebody is really stressing about this process and this change. Somebody, excuse me, I just had breakfast at lunch. So somebody's processing really, really overthinking. Somebody is sleepless. Somebody is nightmares. Somebody's dreams are just driving them crazy. Somebody's dreams are, you know, having havoc on them, even making them wake up tired and exhausted. The other thing is, though, that you need to give it to the divine. So they're asking me to focus in on the little swallows, or the dove, not the doves, but the swallows or the crows there. They're telling me, let them lead. Let them lead. Let whoever your guides are, whether, you know, they could be your ancestors, could be your mom and dad, whoever passed, whatever. But you'll know that. Try to listen to them, that intuition. Whatever that intuition is telling you, don't go against it, because they're trying to guide you. And the reason why they're going to get you where you want to go And what is supposed to happen is we have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is ultimate. It is one of the ultimate cards. 10 of Pentacles is about achieving everything from finance to love to what your heart's desire to unconditionalness and everything there. That is the outcome of what is going to be happening. Now, this probably, though, I'm going to be honest with you, this probably isn't going to happen until around mid-December when all these energies just make a major shift. They make a huge shift. And so I bet you that doesn't happen until about then. But this gives you time to figure out your process. Now, if something's ending, it takes time to get through that. You can't just like a light switch. If you're in a relationship and it decides that it's ending, or you decide that I'm done, I need more truth, I need more life, I need more love, I need more, spontaneity, I need to have that, I desire that, I deserve that, then that's what's probably going to come. Yeah. 9. Tower. And then we have the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is desire. Desire. That's a dream. This is the 9 of Cups is all about dreams. So, but again, this is all about heart's desire, love, everything. But at the end, it's got to have change. So this is about you and your mindset. This is about you and your mindset. So I don't know who that's for. I don't know who that's for. All right. But there is change coming for you. There is definitely change coming for you. Now let's find out and see, though. I'm going to ask the divine because I don't see anything really couple or relationship. I mean, this could have a relationship. This could be, for somebody, this might be the strength of going out and back being single again. You're going to need the strength, the resources, the power. But you know what? This started out at the beginning that the finances and the resources are going to be there. They're there. So don't worry about that. It's just the change of going through. Okay. I can't make this up. So it's the changes of going through being single again. Yeah. Wow. So remember, I just said I didn't see any love or anything like this. So this is why I was trying to find out if there was going to be any love or anything towards that. So, and I usually do that towards the end if somebody has any questions or that kind of thing. Okay. Oh my goodness. I can't make this up. Okay. First card out. Lovers. So for somebody, it looks like there's going to be an opportunity. There is going to be a chance. It's like a creative opportunity. Somebody's going to be coming towards you, or you're going to be going towards somebody. It's sort of in a creative way. Sort of like, how do I go out and how do I meet them, or how do I let them know, so there's going to be a creative way to make that message happen or let them know. And there's a little bit of work in that process. So you get your ducks in the row, how to figure that out. But at the end of the day, and it does take strength. And when this shows up for relationships, for me anyways, it does take work. You do have to figure things out, like date night and all that kind of stuff. You don't just fall into somebody's life and then, hey, let's get married. I mean, that's like watching a movie or something that is fantasy and reality. This is reality. So it does take work. It does take time to try to effort to meet somebody. Remember, we're talking about law of attraction this week. So we're talking about that. So you need to be the one to, attract that in. So, take care of yourself, look nice, do whatever, all that kind of stuff. But also, too, once you get to that point, hello, my name is, would you like to go have coffee? Would you like to go have a drink? No, that's not a good idea. Let's go have coffee, that kind of thing. Then you're working to the next step. You work. That's what that is. And that does take strength. That does take time. Okay, so that's for somebody. The end of the day, though, Wheel of Fortune. Again, we're moving into Gemini. Gemini's about choices. How are you going to act? How are you going to respond to this new energy that's coming in that may be a new love interest? If you're single, If you're married, this could be your husband or your wife or your partner or whatever. So how are you handling that? Maybe they're going to surprise you with something over the next week. Who knows? But the other thing is they're working on it. If this is for a couple that's together, they're working on it. They're trying to make it happen, and then they're giving it all they got. At the end of the day, yes, it's all good. It's all great. It's all full of wonderfulness. And again, just a reminder how we respond. Gemini is asking you, how do you make your choices? And remember, you're at the rock bottom of something. I don't know what it is. And you're going to go up. Which way do you want that to go? Which way? And it's about your mindset, how it turns out. You're like, oh, it'll never happen for me. Nope, it's never going to happen. You've got to have the mindset, hey, I've gone through enough stuff. It's all starting to come together. You know, everything is ending and finishing, and now it's starting. And so, yep, you know what? It's going to happen. I'm going to will it to happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to put that energy out that it's going to happen. That's the universe. That's how the universe works. Energies and frequencies, they don't care about really feelings and emotions, but our emotions project our energies, whether they're a high energy, a high vibration, or a low vibration. They want that high vibration. Energy and the stars and the moons, that's what high tide, low tide. They want that high. They want that highness. So that's where you need to keep yourself. Think of yourself, what brings me joy? What brings me happiness? This is through at least the middle of the next month that all this is going to be happening. Now, this quick something that is ending, I can't say if that's this week or it's going into the next week, but I do know something is ending and it's going to happen quickly. So, but this is for the best to get you catapulted to the next level or whatever you need to do for you. So just know that that's coming, and it is going to take strength because you've got two strength cards here, one for relationship and one for getting through your storm or getting through your process. All right. What a reading, Leo. This is probably the best one out of the week, and probably because it is on the day that it's supposed to start this week. So I wish I could do them all that way, but I can't. So this has been a really, really good reading. Now, don't forget the live moon and lunar one is coming up on Friday at 3 p.m. Please, if you haven't subscribe, hit the bell, and it'll notify you when I come on live. Also, the dailies, or the 1-minute dailies, it'll notify you when those come on. I'm doing those. I'm seeing how through the end of the month, if I should keep them going. The more people that hit the like button on those dailies, or, you know, just I see how many that are watching it, then I'll keep them going into December. But more lives coming. But also, too, don't forget, there's also the spiritual growth videos. On my Get Balanced, there's a lot about mindset, body, spirituality, growth, that kind of thing. So it's all free for you. All free. And this is coming from an empath that lives it. I've had the paranormal. There's a paranormal video. Going to probably do another one with more stories, but this is just something for you, all for free for you, so that you can grow yourself, your abilities, or be more aware of who you are and what you actually should be becoming, because that's what the Creator has created you to be. So everybody's journey is different. No journey is the same. So I wish you a happy, happy harvest this week. Oh my gosh, it's so excited. Please, on the 30th, though, be really mindful about your mindset and understand that anything that's chaotic and not clear is happening, not because of you, but because of the planets and the way that they're all aligning. Boom, boom, boom. It's crazy right now. It's really crazy. So just be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with the people around you, especially if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Be gentle with people. Everybody's going through so much, and it's not over yet. It's not over. So be just loving and kind. Lift those vibrations up. Fill them with joy. Whatever it takes to make you happy, bring those vibrations up and spread it. Shine it. Be the light. And that's what the divine wants you to do. Be love, light, and truth. And that's what I've got major goosebumps about. So thank you for that, divine. Appreciate that. So I will see you again either on the 27th for the moon. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Please bring a friend. I'm growing my channel. I love it. I love doing this. So and then hit the bell and you'll know when I'm on live. Otherwise, I will see you on the 1st for the next reading.